From Barnes & Noble, picked up Shock 'em Dead. And picked up a few DVDs that I've been looking at for months and passing on. Mainly because I already own a couple of movies on the different sets, but I got this 4-movie set. And then Cult Movie Marathon Volumes 1 and 2. And this one from Vinegar Syndrome. From Barnes & Noble, picked up The Day of the Cobra. Franco Nero, Sybil Danning, directed by Enzo Castellari. Got Boarding House. Okay, picked up from Amazon. Welcome to Spring Break. Got this from Ollie's. And then I went to a Goodwill and picked up some VHS. This is a Canon film of an Agatha Christie story. This is, I'm sure, a cheesy family film, which I actually already have, I found. But I had to get it because it came from a company called the Video Supply Depot, which I found hysterical. Picked these up today at Barnes & Noble. My first Arrow release, Blood Rage. And Women's Prison Massacre, Scream Factory. From Amazon, picked up 3 Something Weird titles. From a Second and Charles, picked up Blacktop TV movie. And double feature, 70s films, Birds of Prey, Lady Ice. Got those really cheap. Stopped at a Goodwill. Here's some of the stuff I got. And then just to spotlight some things, some interesting things. Here is a promotional, instructional video about this brand of camera. And it's hosted by Vincent Price, obviously. It's called Step into the Third Dimension. Looked to be a fun little curiosity. I had to pick it up. Got a Paragon countermeasures. I checked this out in the first couple minutes of the movie are chopped off, but it's mostly all here. One horror video, Clown House. Strangely cut box. And on media, comedy, All's Fair. And finally today, they're 50% off, if you're a member. Blu-ray sale at Barnes & Noble. Picked up Death Hunt. Bronson, Marvin. I've seen this. I like it, but I didn't own it. So I took the chance today with the sale. Bought myself some Christmas presents at Barnes & Noble. Filling some holes in my collection, some things that I didn't have but felt I should, like Bay of Blood from Kino. The Bird with the Crystal Plumage. Mountaintop Motel Massacre. I've seen this. It's not the greatest, but come on. You gotta have this in your collection. This is just one that I didn't have, the only one I didn't have, and it was really cheap, so picked up Final Destination 5. Dead and Buried on Blue Underground. I've seen this one also. It's pretty good. Like that cover. The Beyond. Got this on Blu-ray. Barnes & Noble still having their big sale on Blu-ray, and that made this special edition. Grindhouse releasing 3-disc edition. As cheap as the DVD, so picked up the Blu-ray. And finally, from Something Weird, a Swedish double feature. Terror in the Midnight Sun, and then the Jerry Warren manipulation of that movie, Invasion of the Animal People. And of course, your typical bunch of extras. Got some Christmas presents. These are all mainstream kind of films. I usually save those for Christmas presents so that I don't have to pay for them. But I still get them nonetheless. Got 2 steel books here. Not that I care so much about that, but I'm told they were the same price, so hey, why not? But some of the things I got just now as gifts. Also just got this in the mail. This is a brilliant documentary series of the story of film. 15 parts. And I've been wanting this for a long time. I finally decided to order it after having watched it on Netflix. But beautiful set. Big booklet. And my favorite part is it lists the films that are referenced and used as clips in each episode, so that I don't have to write them down if I want to seek them out. They're all listed right here. This documentary set is probably the most inspirational for me in terms of almost getting me to want to make films myself. So, highly, highly recommend it. Story of film. Went to a Second and Charles and got a bunch of DVDs. I paid $1 or $2 for most of these. I didn't pay any more than $3 for any of them. Here's some ones that I got that I really have nothing to say about. A lot of stuff that you've seen before, perhaps. Really good find. Five Bloody Graves and Nurse Sherry. This is Shockorama, retro Shockorama. Double feature. Brand new. $1. So that was really cool. Also from Bruno Mattei, The Other Hell. One Shriek Show. $1. These two, also Shockorama, they were brand new. Feeding the Masses and Dark Chamber. I got this one, Shiri, which is a South Korean film. Has Samsung Electronics listed there. Kind of odd. And then there's Shira, the Vampire Samurai. Children of the Corn 3, one I didn't have. Undesirable, this was a TV film. I try to get any of these platinum movies in The Strange Case because oftentimes this is the only place you'll find them on DVD, but by all means, not always the case. But got this one. It was also sealed, $1. It's a Mexican film, I believe. I believe this was a TV movie. And these, a lot of these are cheesy action movies, things that are interesting only in that regard, especially like this one, Deadly Pursuits. Ettore Spelling, it looks to be sold as an action film, TV movie. Only reason I get it is because it's got to have some cheese factor. Death Falls. See Jeffrey Combs in there. This one was $1, and I got it especially because look at that guy. If the camera will focus. It's a young Jeremy Renner. Striking Range, Jeff Speakman, Lou Diamond Phillips, Yancey Butler. And The Cold Equations. This was also a TV film. Don't know if it's any good, but it looks like it's sci-fi cheese. Hey, why not? So, there you go. For $3.99 each at the grocery store. The remake of Red Dawn. And then a couple of Blu-rays for $3.99, which was kind of impressive. Picked up this movie that I did not have. I've seen it before. And Wrong Turn 5. Got some DVDs from Amazon and Hamilton Books. First, the few from Amazon. Picked up Tenement. I've been wanting to check this out for a couple years now, if not longer. Finally picked up a copy on Shriek Show. Also from Amazon, 39 Steps. This is not the Hitchcock version. I've seen the Hitchcock version. It's good, but this one I also love. This is the version from 1958, 59. I watched this a couple years ago and really liked it. Always wanted to have a copy, and I found one cheap on Amazon. Then I picked up this 20 movie set. I probably have most of the movies on here already, but I mainly ordered this for the 3-part Infinite Worlds of H.G. Wells series, and this whole set was like $4.99. So if there are any other movies on here that I don't already have, that's a bonus. Then from Hamilton Books, first up, this Something Weird double feature. That company has a lot of Something Weird videos. This one I picked up because I've seen this disc before, and I thought it was out of print because copies on Amazon are not cheap. But I haven't checked the company website, but Hamilton had it for under $10. So grab that. From Raro Video, for just a couple dollars, Meet Him and Die. Meant to pick this up a long time ago, so I'm correcting that oversight and paying a lot less for it. Another Roger Corman Shout Factory release, Lethal Ladies 2 collection. I thought I had this already, but I didn't, so I wanted to fix that oversight, and I did. And finally, from Hamilton Books, for a whole $1.95, got this movie on Maya. This is a 1973 Greek movie. I don't know if it's any good, but certainly has a nice looking cover, and it was very cheap. And it's nice to find movies on this label that cheap, so cannot complain. Just got this in the mail today. This was specially ordered. You can get it through Amazon, but it's made by the company, and it's a burn on demand title. I picked it up because I know at least one person who helped with the production of the film, so I wanted to support it. But it has some pretty big names. So, if you're trying to complete some, like an Ernest Borgnine filmography, this might be one that you haven't heard of. Got a box from Hamilton Books, so let's see what is inside. 2 volumes of Django movies. I'm sure I have a number of these already, but for the price, couldn't be beat. A movie I wanted to see for a while. It was only a couple dollars. Triple feature of The Skull, The Man Who Could Cheat Death, and The Deadly Bees. The only one I've seen is The Deadly Bees, but also a steal at the price. Shaw Brothers Black Magic. From Maya, The Fishmen and Their Queen. From Synapse, Brutes and Savages. $12 movie pack. Looked like there was some good cheese from the 70s and 80s in here, as well as some newer films. I always wanted to check this out. Bette Davis playing a criminal mastermind. Madame Sin. Got this triple feature of these 3 films. Better shown here. Murder Cycle, Crash and Burn, Robot Wars. Another Roger Corman 4-pack. Movie I know nothing about, but looked interesting. The Wind Splitter, 1971. The AMC Prisoner series. I always wanted to check this out because I love the original Patrick McGoohan series. Black Pit of Dr. M. Yeti, Giant of the 20th Century. Fantastic piece of art right there. Fulci film, Enigma. And another, Door into Silence, and Severin. Got this, which I'm sure is terrible, but it was very cheap. From 1983. And then I got three. Move this box. Three here that all feature Maria Ford, but they all looked interesting. Future Fear, Night Hunter, Alien Terminator. And that was the box from Hamilton Books.